Hey, what's up, fishing freaks? It's your boy, the Nature Boy here. Thank you guys for joining me today. We're gonna be hitting up the sweet spot, the honey hole, but today I'm gonna be doing some good old teaching on one of my favorite lures to use, and that is the Colorado blade bait. The blade bait has caught me some of my biggest spotted bass. I caught like a 4-pound spotted bass, a 3, and it just kept climbing up. Colorado blade has done me good work, mostly in open water. What I mean by open water, like lakes. Like Lake Norman, big places like that. It's caught me extremely amounts of big fish, and in clear water. I caught one of those spots in clear water. So I've been doing very good with Colorado blade, and today I'm gonna break down the Colorado blade and show you guys how to pop off on some blades, and one of the most important things I'll talk about in the video in the beginning, because it's very key in getting these fish to bite Colorado blades. So I will see you on the field. In big places, so hit that like, subscription button, support the channel, and thank you guys so much for doing that. And let's get it started. Well, again, guys, welcome to TNB. Your boy, the Nature Boy here. Thank you guys for joining me today for a special episode on one of my favorite things to fish is a Colorado blade. But first, promo time. Check out MrTigerBox.com. Get your box. The cool thing about this, if you're a new fisherman, you can order a box and get all the things you need coinciding with the fishing season. So it's the fall, so they have a lot of fall baits. You get yourself started, and they have on one of the cards they have a little emblem where you click on it. You all know the little pattern thing, Egyptian little thing. Click on that and it'll take you to videos, show you how to use these baits. Or, you can scroll down. I have videos, and you can check out some stuff for me on how to use certain bait lures. But MrTigerBox.com, check them out and get it popping with Mystery Tackle Box. Boom. So that's promo for today. So what I talked about in the beginning, one of the key points, this will be considered a lake. I know it's not that big for those who are used to seeing bigger lakes, but to talk about some stuff. As you can tell, I'm fishing an area that I know that the fish will chase stuff like this, because these fish, look at that sun right over the water, so beautiful. I know these fish are aggressive because they do go after fish. I fish a place with swim baits. That's a great point there. And as you can tell, you see the little vegetation stuff. It's not that much of that. And this area is not heavy cover. It's light cover. It's deep, but it's not heavy cover. I was like, it's not really grassy in this part, but over toward that way, especially toward the back, as you get toward the back, a lot of grass. It's not good to throw Colorado blade in grass. Very, very light cover. But as you can tell, if you look at the water, visibility isn't all that great. Forgot to clean my lens off. Now my visibility is better. So as you can tell, the visibility of this water is low, and that's a key point in throwing a Colorado blade. You know, you can't really see deep in that. That's the key point of throwing a Colorado blade. Um, Again, like I said, these fish are very active, and water clarity is very, very important to be very low. So this is perfect place to throw a Colorado blade. I'm gonna go through some blades that I throw in different colors, and then we're gonna be testing it and throwing it and get a little bit more depth into some teaching. All right, guys, just to go over some colors. And throwing the blade. The blade I talked about that I caught those huge spots on is this blade right here. I mean, beautiful, beautiful blade. The small blades go very, very well with noise making. So if you see thin blades, it just lessens the noise and vibration. The bigger ones increase the noise of vibration. That'd be good for really, really dark water. But I was throwing this with a trailer on in clear water. And places like Lake Norman, places like that, this does well. But that's been my number one go-to. And also one of my number one go-tos is throwing a gray, just like a silver. Fish love silver. If you look, this is actually a bigger blade. Makes a lot more noise, but because it's a smaller presentation, you know, it kind of fits in. But I like throwing it on a trailer. Usually I throw my blade baits on a trailer just to add a little extra to it and make it a little bit more enticing. So those are my number two. And for this one, it's great for throwing in places that have like white shad or open places or really dingy water. Throwing a white bait, you see the blade is really thin and one little big one. And so this is very good for extremely dark, dingy water where the visibility is extremely low and where they're showing shad. You know, if they're throwing shad, you have one of those fish finders and you throw it in there, and you get in the groove of the feeding frenzy that goes on, you know, you'll get hooked up. And here's a big blade. As you can tell, this blade is extremely big. This is good for extremely dingy water, extreme occasions. You can tell this blade is really big, and it's black. So very extreme situations that I would throw this in. And also some color. Color's great. This is good for open water, small blade, really good for open water. And so the blade we're going to use for today is one of my favorite. It's like a silver blade trailer on it. So we're going to be throwing this bad boy, hooking it up, and we're going to get it popping. All right, guys, it is show time. Let's see what we can do some damage. Again, I'm throwing the gray Colorado blade on, and it's on the trailer. We look like a perfect color, man. So I'm gonna show you the action of the blade, just kind of get a feel for it. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. As you can tell, as you can see, that blade spins, and with the trail on that back, it looks great. And you can tell the visibility is really low, and you can see that flash of light. It's what these fish get into, that flash. So I better get started because the sun is coming out. I always say in my videos, blade bait is great for covering a lot of ground, especially if you know the fish are aggressive where you're fishing at. It's great. So what I like to do to cover a lot of ground really fast is just basically chop it up. I'll throw a little farther out, you know, right about right here, and I'll space it out a couple feet. So it's called the pie technique. It's very, very good for breaking down the bank, and the Colorado blade is great. So I'm gonna cast it out short distance first. So I'm basically just reeling that in. If you look at my rod, it's like a slow reel. So you kind of figure out how these fish like it. So you see a lot of people go from fast, slow, medium. So mine's like a slow medium when I'm reeling. And for new people, it's great lure to use just to be able to feel around what's going on in the water. So I like to throw short casts are good because you don't know what fish is up close or not up close. So my reeling is kind of like like a slow medium. I like to reel in the slow medium. So all I'm doing is just casting out, keeping a steady pace. You see some guys, they'll reel it and stop, reel it and stop, and that's good to use as well to kind of grab that fish's attention. So they'll I'm kind of letting it sink a little bit. So they'll reel it, just kind of stop it, reel it, stop it, kind of like a stop and go technique, which I've never used really, stop and go technique, and it kind of flutters back down too as well. So what I'm gonna be doing, just casting out and just seeing what I can get. See what I can pop out of here. So and great place to go out. I always suggest people going to a Bass Pro shop, you know, where they can walk you around and show you about the blade and what to get, what not to get. So let's dig in, baby. Today was good. Threw the blade around a bit. No hits on it. I might switch up a color, or something next time I try it. I did really good on a miniature blade bait. Did really good on that. Threw a grub on the back. It was like a black and reddish color, so I'll work with that the next time. Remember, hit that like and subscribe button to help out the channel, because you get really good quality stuff. And like I said, I've been doing this for about 15 years, bass fishing. Experienced so much, tweaked a lot of stuff that, had its normal retrieval stuff, but I tweaked it a little bit, changed it up. So remember, hit that like and subscribe button to help to support the channel. And I'll catch you next time. Remember, keep it